we're working really around the clock to support American citizens who are in Lebanon. I think the important thing I want folks to know is that the commercial airport is still operating, it's still open. And what we're trying to do is to work with American citizens in two ways to help them depart Lebanon, should they choose to do so. The first thing that we're doing is on these commercial flights, we're blocking seats to make sure that American citizens have the opportunity to get out to a location of their choice on commercial air. But we do recognize that commercial air is a little bit limited. So we've also started organizing US government organized flights as well. We have two of those leaving every day to various locations. And between these two methods of blocking seats and then also putting on US government organized flights, we've increased the capacity for people to leave Lebanon by about 4,000 seats in the last week and a half or so. And I should note, and one of the reasons I'm so grateful for the opportunity to talk to you and to your listeners and viewers is because we do still have capacity on our US government organized flights. So we want to make sure people know about them so that we can assist as many Americans as might be interested in leaving. I want to mention one other unique thing that we're doing in Lebanon, and then I'll tell you how to get in touch with us. One thing that we're doing for Lebanese Americans, which we haven't done in ever before, but we recognize that this is a really difficult and unique crisis, is we're offering loans to American citizens in Lebanon. We urge American citizens to depart because we know that the situation is a little bit unpredictable. But we can't make Americans leave, and should they choose to stay rather, we want to make sure that they have these loans to be able to assist them through these challenging times. So the way that American citizens in Lebanon can get in touch with us is by filling out what we call our crisis intake form. The easiest way to access that is from our website, travel.state.gov. There's a red banner that says Lebanon on it. If you click it, it will take you to our crisis intake form. That's also available on U.S. Embassy Beirut's website as well. We want as many Americans to fill that out as possible, even if they're not ready to leave yet. We want to remain in touch with them to be able to assist them in any way we can. And the other thing to note about that form, because again, it might not be accessible to everybody in Lebanon depending on their situation, it can be filled out by family members here in the United States on behalf of US citizens in Lebanon. So that's an overview of what we're doing. And again, really grateful to you for helping us get the word out to make sure that we're reaching as many Americans here who might have family members, US citizens in Lebanon who need our help.
The charter flight, how is that different from a commercial flight? Or is that US government organized flight considered a charter flight?
The flight is, we're calling them commercial augmentation flights because we want to make sure that we highlight the point that the airport is open and that there is commercial air still available. One way that they're different is folks who have been in touch with us might see that for the US government organized flights, we are boarding people, we're manifesting people who are able to show that they have plans to leave, onward travel plans, that they won't stay too long in the country where they're first flying to. And that is something that our partner countries who are receiving these flights are requiring of us. But commercial flights do not have the same restrictions on them. So when there are American citizens or family members who aren't able to immediately show onward travel plans, we really want to direct them to the commercial flights so that they're able to travel to some destination. And again, this Middle East Airlines is flying to many, many destinations. We urge Americans not to wait, but to get on the first flight they can and get to safety.
And the second thing is the loans. How's that going?
The loans are going well. We have uptake on them. And again, we want to make sure that American citizens are aware that this is a possibility and available to them. It's a really challenging time. And if this can make a difference for an American citizen family in whatever way, we want to make sure that they have it so they can use it to stay safe.
Is there a max minimum? What can people expect if they want one of these?
It depends on the size of the family. And what we are really encouraging people to do is, again, fill out the crisis intake form and they can make an appointment, or even they can, the embassy in Lebanon is still open. So they can go in and talk to somebody about what their needs are, and just get like in-person assistance if they need it. Or if they fill out our crisis intake form, they can either make an appointment or we can talk to them a little bit about what the possibilities are and what's available.
And I guess the final thing, since we have maybe a few seconds left, Assistant Secretary Bitter, how far are you prepared to go if Americans need you?
The State Department, the US government, has no higher priority than the safety and security of US citizens abroad. Right now, the commercial airport is open. Flights are flying. We have, again, these commercial augmentation flights available as well. It is the safest way to leave, and we have been and we continue to advise American citizens to leave Lebanon to get to a place of safety. So we really want to get the word out and really maximize the possibility of using the airport. Again, a safe way to leave, the safest way to leave. So we want to make sure that American citizens understand and are in touch with us. So even if they're not ready to leave now, that they are in touch with us. So if they change their mind, we can help them.
Okay. Assistant Secretary Rena Bitter, thank you. I appreciate
Thanks,
the opportunity
JJ.
to talk through this with you. Thank you.
Thank you.